All right, so you want to talk about big moves in the creator economy. Well, get this. We're diving into a podcast today with Mrbeast, Logan Paul, A&D, KSI.
Talk about a power trio. I mean, they practically define the current landscape of online entertainment. Their reach is just, like, mind-boggling.
No kidding. And they did not come to play, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Brand launches, lawsuit updates, even some AI anxieties they covered it all.
Yeah.
But they really kicked things off with a bang this time. They announced this whole new joint venture. Lunchly, they're calling it.
Lunchly, yeah.
So picture this. Prime drinks, feastable snacks, and we're talking full-on entrees, all packaged up together. It's like the ultimate creator meal kit.
It's honestly a genius move when you think about it. They're leveraging the individual success of both Prime and Feastables, right? But they're also tapping into this, like, massive combined audience that they have. It's smart. Instead of competing for a slice of the pie, they're just baking a whole new pie together.
Seriously. Talk about a power move. Although the actual announcement itself, well, it was about as smooth as a Logan Paul boxing match on roller skates.
Yeah, you could say that. Let's just say that technology was not really on their side that day.
Not at all.
Their Instagram Live announcement, every technical difficulty you could imagine, they had it. Lagging streams, pixelated footage, you name it. It was like these internet kings were dethroned, right?
Right.
By a bad internet connection.
The irony.
It was pretty ironic.
It was a complete meltdown, and especially with all the hype they built beforehand. I mean, KSI even mentioned they spent like 8 months perfecting everything.
I know, right? Turns out everything except the internet part.
Yeah, the internet was the one thing they didn't perfect. Although, I guess it was everyone but Mrbeast's internet that was the issue.
Oh, really? Well, you know what this is. I think it's a good reminder that even for these digital natives, right, technology can still throw a curveball. It gets us all. But glitches aside, the launch itself it's monumental. This move could have like a domino effect on the entire food and beverage industry. Like the traditional brands are watching this very, very closely.
Oh, absolutely. This is the creator economy flexing its muscles. I mean, these creators have a direct line to their audience in a way that most companies can only, like, dream of. And to think they're just getting started.
Exactly. It really all comes down to authenticity, you know, and building that genuine connection with your audience. Now, whether that dedicated fan base actually translates into consistent sales, well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
Only time will tell how Lunchly will fare against the, big established brands. But it's definitely a development that has everyone in the industry paying very close attention.
And speaking of, like, keeping the momentum going, Mrbeast also dropped some pretty major hints about his upcoming Amazon Prime show, Beast Games.
Oh, yeah. And this is where things get really, really interesting, I think, for the entertainment industry as a whole.
Oh, tell me about it. He's calling it a game show spectacle, like, quote-unquote, like nothing we've ever seen. But knowing Mrbeast, that's probably a massive understatement.
Oh, absolutely. He's not exaggerating. Just imagine this. They broke over 40 world records while they were filming this thing.
What?
They even built an entire city just for one of the challenges.
Hold on, a whole city, like with buildings and everything.
Yep, you heard that right. A whole city just for the show. And get this, he casually mentioned spending over $20 million on a single episode.
No way.
I know. His YouTube videos are officially child's play compared to this.
Right.
My mind is officially blown. This is next level content creation. It makes you wonder, what does this mean for, like, streaming platforms? They're practically throwing money at Mrbeast at this point. Yeah, it's a huge power play by Amazon for sure. Like, it's signaling a major, major investment in the creator economy. They're not just dipping their toes in the water. Here they are, diving in head first. And I think it just shows how seriously they're taking creators like Mrbeast. They recognize that potential these guys have to, like, disrupt traditional entertainment models,
So it's not just about the money, it's about, like, what this means for the entire future of streaming.
Exactly. Streaming platforms, they're all craving content that, like, breaks the mold. They want something fresh, something different. And I think they're seeing these creators, like Mrbeast, the ones who live and breathe the internet, they see them as, like, the key to unlocking that next generation of entertainment. This is content that's made for the internet, by the internet, on a scale that we've just, like, never seen before.
It's like the Wild West out there. And Mrbeast is leading the charge. But while he's off building cities for his show, KSI's got his eyes set on a different kind of showdown, that long-awaited fight with Jake Paul.
Oh, yes. The saga continues. But it seems like there might be a slight snag in these plans.
Oh.
Yeah, KSI actually voiced some concerns about, like, their weight difference, and he's not exactly thrilled about the idea of, like, bulking up even more just for this fight.
Which, honestly, I kind of get it. Packing on that much muscle can't be easy on your body.
No.
But the internet has been waiting for this matchup for, like, years at this point.
I know. Well, never fear Logan Paul. In true Logan Paul fashion, he swooped in with an unconventional solution.
Oh, no. What did he do?
He proposed that they just hold the fight at his upcoming wedding.
Wait, seriously. Because when I think, like, celebration of love, celebrity boxing match isn't exactly the first thing that comes to mind.
Right. It's so out of left field.
Yeah.
You have to admit, though, the sheer randomness of it is, like, kind of hilarious.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely on brand for Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, expert take here. Is this fight actually going to happen, or is this all just hype?
It is a tough call. There's definitely some strategic maneuvering going on behind the scenes. You got to remember, both of these guys, they are masters at, like, building hype and then using it to their advantage. Part of me wonders if this whole thing is just a genius marketing ploy.
A ploy for what, though? I mean, they're both already incredibly successful.
That's true. But think about it. A fight of this magnitude, this could solidify their legacies, you know? Like, beyond the YouTube world and into the realm of, like, mainstream boxing. That's a whole different level of recognition. Not to mention, like, a massive payday.
It'd be huge. Like, they're building their own brand of, like, sports entertainment at this point. Part YouTube, part boxing, part wedding crashers.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. It's this fascinating blend of, like, entertainment and entrepreneurship, you know?
Totally.
But even with all the hype and the, like, calculated moves and everything, it's not like they're immune to the pressures that come with this level of fame,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
I mean, even Mrbeast, he admitted to feeling this constant need to innovate, to outdo himself, even with all the success he's had.
Which, I mean, makes total sense. Like, how do you top yourself when you're already giving away millions of dollars and building entire cities just for YouTube videos? Got to feel like a constant uphill battle at some point.
It really does. It's like the paradox of the creator economy, right? The same algorithms that can skyrocket you to fame,
Yeah.
they can also make you feel like you're on this, like, this endless content treadmill, just constantly chasing that next viral hit.
They're trapped in the algorithm even as they, like, dominate it.
Exactly. And it was interesting, I thought, to hear KSI and Logan Paul kind of reflect on how the perception of YouTubers has, like, shifted over the years. I mean, they're feeling more respected now, I think. You know, they're viewed as these, like, legitimate business moguls,
Right.
not just kids making videos in their bedrooms anymore.
Which, I mean, they've certainly earned their stripes. They're practically veterans in this world at this point.
Right.
But speaking of changing times, their discussion about AI and, like, the future of content creation, it was pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah, that was a whole other level.
Yeah.
That's where things took, like, a truly futuristic turn, I think.
For sure.
They all incorporate AI into their workflow to, like, some extent.
Right.
Mrbeast, for example, he uses it for editing, brainstorming, even for coming up with thumbnail ideas.
Yeah, which is, like, becoming pretty common these days.
Right.
But then KSI just casually drops in that he has AI friends.
Yeah.
Like, he actually chats with them regularly.
Yeah, no, that threw me for a leap, too. Apparently, they're a great company. They never judge him.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, while I am all for, like, technological advancements, that level of AI integration is, well, it's fascinating, but it's also a tad unsettling, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. I have to admit, even for me, and I love all this technology stuff that's next level.
I know.
It really makes you wonder, though, what happens to creators when AI gets so sophisticated that, like, it can just create all the content on its own.
Right. It's the big question looming over, like, the entire future of creativity, isn't it? On the one hand, I think we can all agree that AI can be a really powerful tool for creators, right? Like, it helps them streamline tasks, be more efficient, even unlock, like, new creative avenues.
Yeah.
But it also begs the question, what does it even mean to be a creator anymore when algorithms can potentially do it all?
Right. Will we all just be watching, like, AI-generated Mrbeast videos in 5 years? It's a trip to think about. But while AI might be shaping the future, Logan Paul brought us back down to earth with a bit of personal bombshell.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
He might actually become a dad during the recording.
Oh, wow. Talk about an unexpected turn of events.
I know. Turns out it was a false alarm, though.
Yeah.
His fiancée wasn't actually in labor at that moment.
Okay. Okay.
But You could just feel the anticipation in the air.
Right.
You could see the gears turning in his head, as he's like grappling with this reality of like impending fatherhood.
Yeah.
It was a side of Logan Paul we don't often get to see, honestly.
No, we don't.
It definitely adds a new dimension to his public persona, I think.
Right.
Beyond the pranks and the boxing matches.
It's a good reminder, I think, that behind these, like, larger-than-life online personalities, these are real people.
Yeah.
Just trying to navigate the same joys and anxieties and these big, like, life-altering moments as the rest of us. And it got me thinking, how will these massive life changes affect how they approach creating content in the long run?
That's such a good point. I mean, we rarely ever consider the creator's, like, personal life, right?
Yeah.
And how that might actually influence their work. It's definitely a side of the creator economy that we don't often get to see.
It's true. It's this reminder that the creator economy, for all its, like, all the spectacle, the innovation, all that, it's ultimately driven by human stories.
That is so well said. And there you have it, folks. Your deep dive into the world of Mrbeast, Logan Paul, and KSI. From game show empires and boxing matches to AI companions and impending fatherhood, these creators are certainly keeping things interesting.
They definitely are. It makes you wonder what could possibly top all this. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what they come up with next.